Hello everybody, Tyrone the God 3 here, and welcome to a discussion video I decided to do because I actually watched another video from a Dragon Ball YouTuber known as Geekdom 101. I've referenced him several times in my channel. Check his channel out, he does really great content and he does legit content. But this video is basically supposed to be my response to a video he made on the subject of how Vegeta exactly obtained Super Saiyan 2. Now, why am I making this discussion video exactly? Well, it seems to be some controversy on when exactly Vegeta has turned Super Saiyan 2. Now, obviously, me making this video does not mean that my side is any more right than his is. In fact, we both have unconfirmed possibilities of when this happened. However, we do both seem to have opposing thoughts on when exactly Vegeta obtained the transformation of Super Saiyan 2. This doesn't mean that he's wrong if you agree with things on my video, and it doesn't mean that I'm right if you agree if you don't agree with my video. I'm not no more right than he is. Like I said, Akira Toriyama is the overall overseer of deciding when Vegeta obtained the transformation, but it's probably so far in the back of his mind he doesn't remember nor care at this moment. But until we hear a word from Toriyama, there's no word that's complete law. However, I do want to state that I want to point out my theory as to when Vegeta exactly turned Super Saiyan 2, because in Geekdom 101 video, he states that Vegeta transformed into Super Saiyan 2 around the 7 years of peace that took place between the Cell games and the World Martial Arts Tournament that Gohan and the others take part in before the Majin Buu saga takes place. Now, for some, he does bring up the theory that most fans bring up, and that's that Vegeta had transformed into Majin, which in turn induced the Super Saiyan 2 transformation. Now, I've been on this side for the longest, but for a completely different reason than what most people say. In this video, he states that the Majin transformation isn't supposed to be a thing that transforms people into a new level. It just gives a power boost to what's already given to a character. So for example, it makes Spopovich a lot stronger because he was still getting his ass whooped by Videl in the martial arts tournament. It's just Spopovich was a lot more durable, he could take a lot more hits, and he was a lot more ruthless this time around. So if anything, I think it more or less brings out the ruthlessness of your nature rather than flat out makes you just millions of times stronger. However, it's not the fact. On my side of the argument, I still believe that him turning Majin was the moment that Vegeta turned Super Saiyan 2. However, it's not for the reason that most people think. What I mean by this is I'm not trying to say that the power boost itself is what made Vegeta transform Super Saiyan 2, because I've stressed this a lot of times in a lot of Dragon Ball discussions that I've made, that boosting your power all the way up doesn't make you transform it to a certain level of strength. That's not how this works. Dragon Ball does not work like that. You can be the strongest Saiyan on base form ever and keep raising your power up to near God levels, but you'll still won't be able to turn Super Saiyan, because Goku states it in the Android saga to Gohan that you can't turn Super Saiyan just by raising your power level. That's not how it works. So obviously the power boost to Babidi didn't give Vegeta the Super Saiyan 2 transformation. So you're thinking, Tyrone, why are you still on the Majin Vegeta side of this argument then? Shouldn't you be with Geekdom? Not necessarily. Babidi may not have been the thing to give Vegeta the Super Saiyan 2 transformation. However, I do believe that the hatred and rage that comes with the Majin transformation is what induced the Super Saiyan 2 transformation. Because you have to remember, Super Saiyans 1 and 2 are both transformations that are obtained when a character goes through emotional turmoil or mental stress that causes them to burst their power to a completely new level. This was obtained when Gohan was unable to do anything to save his friends and family from getting attacked by all the Cell Juniors and Android 16, and ended up dying because of this. And this also happened for Goku when he went Super Saiyan when Krillin died. It happened for Trunks when Gohan died, at least in the animated special. In the manga, he's already Super Saiyan, taking away the dramatic tension. And then this happened for Vegeta when he realized that he was at his limits and could never surpass Goku. So, that is one of the main reasons that I state that the mental turmoil that Vegeta was going through when he was conflicting with himself on whether he should be Majin is what caused him to transform Super Saiyan 2. It just so happened that he transformed Super Saiyan 2 around the same time that he let himself get corrupted by the Majin. Because while he was conflicting with the Majin brain control, he realized that, one, he could never surpass Goku because Goku was attained Super Saiyan 2 as well at this time. And then two, he realized that the gap of power was there, and he even states that Goku was only going to be back from the dead for one day and did not want to pass up the opportunity. Vegeta was already filled with rage towards Goku because he was fueled by the anger that he wanted the chance to beat Goku in battle, and he knew that Goku's time was limited. Vegeta did not want this time to pass up, and he never get the chance to realize his true strength against Goku. And he also wanted to fight on an even playing field because Goku had obtained Super Saiyan 2 as well, and Vegeta was shocked. Now, Geekdom also brings up this factor as to why he backs up the claim that Vegeta had transformed into Super Saiyan 2 during the 7-year time period. He brought up some good points, I have to say. However, this is what I have to say on that. Geekdom's video basically states that Vegeta was unimpressed when Gohan turned Super Saiyan 2. However, Goku turning Super Saiyan 2 was what took Vegeta by surprise. Now, here's the difference between Goku and Gohan turning Super Saiyan 2 within a course of 7 years. Vegeta states in that very same scene he was much stronger when he fought Cell. That's what he states about Gohan when Gohan turned Super Saiyan 2. So it's probably implying that Gohan Super Saiyan 2 is nowhere near the same level it used to be when he fought against Cell, implying that Gohan is much weaker at this point. Now, Geekdom does make the argument, obviously there's no way Vegeta can beat a Gohan at Super Saiyan 2 even during the 7-year time period. However, I would say that that may be the case because Gohan took a 7-year break and thus his base form got weaker. Now, obviously Super Saiyans 1, 2, and onwards, they're all multipliers. These transformations multiply your power. So for example, let's take Tarble for example, one of the weakest Saiyans in the entire series. Tarble turning Super Saiyan would not be as strong as Vegeta at Super Saiyan. I can say that with almost 100% of my confidence, is that Tarble at Super Saiyan would debatably probably still be weaker than Goku and Vegeta when they were on planet Namek fighting Frieza. And the reason I say that is because just because you turn Super Saiyan doesn't mean you reach a level of power. It's like, just because Goten can turn Super Saiyan doesn't mean he can automatically defeat Frieza. Or just because, like, let's say Raditz at the time of his debut, let's say if Raditz showed up and turned Super Saiyan, even if Raditz got 50 times stronger than he was, he's still nowhere near the level that Frieza would be. Frieza can still wipe him off the face of the earth. So turning Super Saiyan doesn't make you a level of strength. It just multiplies your already provided strength by 50. With that being said, Gohan at base form with a lack of training is a weaker base form, thus the multiplier is weaker because what's being multiplied by 50 is automatically weaker at that point. So yes, I do, actually it's multiplied by 100. So Gohan multiplied by 100 with a weaker base is still going to be probably at the same level as Vegeta, especially when you take into account that Super Saiyan 2 probably zaps up more energy than Super Saiyan 1, so Vegeta has probably mastered full-powered Super Saiyan at this point in the series and can more or less contain a lot of that energy and just fight long enough for Gohan to wear himself out, and then at that point it's endgame. Vegeta was shocked at Goku because Goku has been training 7 years straight in the other world and has been receiving training from the Grand Kai, still holding back a Super Saiyan 3 in reserves. So obviously Goku's power was much higher than Gohan's ever was during the Cell games when he went Super Saiyan 2, and that's why Vegeta was shocked when Goku went Super Saiyan 2, because that was a completely different type of Super Saiyan 2 than what we were dealing with in the Cell games where Gohan was stronger than Cell, which was an incredible feat at the time. Now, let's get back to that mental conflict. Like I said, that mental stress and turmoil had to have been the thing to cause Vegeta to go into a fit of rage because he was already growing impatient during the fight with Deborah, stating that he could defeat Deborah. And Goku even states, Deborah is about as strong as Cell was, so back then he would have caused us some problems, but now he's nothing. Stating that means that Goku and Vegeta are both confident in their ability to defeat Deborah at that time, with Vegeta being at Super Saiyan 1 but still having more than enough power to hold his own against a fighter of such as that, with a 7-year training period added on to his already immense Super Saiyan power when it's being multiplied. Goku, on the other hand, has received training from Grand Kai and not only has the ability to turn Super Saiyan 2, but Super Saiyan 3 as well. So it's obvious that Goku has no real opinion on the fight against Deborah whatsoever. But Vegeta, on the other hand, is growing impatient because he really just wants to fight Goku, which builds up more of that rage that Deborah exploits later so that they can go through the mental conflict of Vegeta fighting to whether or not he could be Majin or not. Now, the acceptance that Vegeta has in his brain to accept that type of anger and hatred back into his heart is what fuels him to get enough rage to achieve the Super Saiyan 2 transformation. Like I said, it's not Babdi's magic itself that induces the transformation. I think Babdi's magic just gave Vegeta the mental conflict needed in order to transform Super Saiyan 2. Besides, when you stop to really look at it, what Geekdom said may be right. However, you really have to stop and think, what mental aggravating conflict or turmoil did Vegeta go through in 7-year time gap of peace? Okay, I've done my push-ups, and I've done my sit-ups. Now for my Where's the juice? Oh, Vegeta, I forgot to tell you. I need to go to the store to grab more. Yeah, no, I don't think so. So, I'm not saying that Geekdom is wrong in this video, I'm just stating my theory and how my rebuttal to his. Definitely watch his videos, he does a great job, he always keeps the Dragon Ball community updated on great things. Watch his content, I'll send a link to his channel in fact, so that you can check out his channel, and I'll send a link to the video in response to this video, you know, so you can watch both sides of our argument and then see who you agree with, or you can just put your comments in the comment section below. So, what do you think? When do you think Vegeta transformed Super Saiyan 2? I know Vegeta transforming Super Saiyan 2 seems a little irrelevant to talk about, considering that he's already reached Super Saiyan Blue and we've gone long past that. But I still thought it was some food for thought and allows us as the audience to gather a bit more understanding of the Dragon Ball world that Toriyama himself didn't write down or Toei didn't animate. So, with that said, I'll come up with some more Dragon Ball discussions or Pokemon discussions or any anime discussion that you all want to talk about. And I'll see you all then, everybody. Tyron the God 3 out.